Listed company Agri-Nurture Inc., or ANI, illustrates the vagaries of doing business in agriculture, from procurement of machinery to the growing of rice, fruits, and vegetables, through their processing and sale either for export or for retail in supermarkets and in kiosks that operate like restaurants with beverages as their main product. Incorporated in 1997, Agri-Nurture Inc., or ANI, started its business operations as an importer, trader, and fabricator of post-harvest agricultural machineries intended to improve the productivity as well as increase the income of Filipino farmers. ANI eventually diversified into other various agro-commercial businesses. Specifically, it focused on the export of fresh produce as its main revenue source. Since then, ANI has become one of the Philippines' produce exporters to the world market. It supplies homegrown fruits such as mangoes, bananas, and pineapple to the world. In the first quarter of 2015, ANI ventured into the importation and trading of rice. Currently, the company conducts its business through operating divisions and wholly owned or majority-owned subsidiaries. The Philippine Operations Group is organized into 3 business units, namely export, local distribution, and retail and franchising. The Export Group is a top dollar earner of ANI by exporting all kinds of fruits, vegetables, and other agro products, with main export products such as fresh bananas, mangoes, and coconut water. Locally, ANI and its sister companies are presently one of the largest wholesalers of fresh vegetables to leading supermarkets in the Philippines. Meanwhile, ANI's subsidiary, The Big Chill, is into the selling and retailing of beverages and other food products. It completes the farm to plate that integrates production of fruits and vegetables into retail restaurants. It is the intention of management to expand further the retail franchise opportunities by direct sales of license agreements, as well as the sale of profitable existing locations to qualified buyers. Revenues in the past 3 years have been stable at 2.4 billion pesos in 2013, 2.3 billion in 2014, and 2.3 billion in 2015. Exports have exceeded Philippine sales by a ratio of 2-to-1. Profitability, on the other hand, has been erratic. It lost 156 million in 2013, another 1.2 billion in 2014, and 485 million in 2015. ANI was founded by businessman Antonio Tiu, who also owns majority of the company. He has a master's degree in commerce, specializing in international finance from the University of New South Wales, and a BS in commerce from De La Salle University. He was also awarded the Ernst & Young Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year in 2009 and one of the 10 Outstanding Young Men of the Philippines in 2011. Tonight, we have for our guest, Tony Tiu, to give us insights into the perils and the potentials of agribusiness. Good evening and welcome to Biz News. I'm Elizabeth Lee together with Tony Lopez.
Good evening, Beth.
Tonight we're going to talk about the perils and the potential and prospects of agribusiness with our guest tonight, Mr. Antonio Tiu of Agri-Nurture Inc. Thank you for being on our show. Welcome, Tony.
Good evening, Tony.
Can you give us an overview first of the agribusiness where Agri-Nurture is doing?
Well, Agri-Nurture has been aggressively expanding the agricultural prospects in the country. We were exporting the Philippine champions to the world, like banana, pineapple, mango, and coconut water. I think fresh and processed. Last few years, there's a lot of setback with tension between Philippines and China. But lately, with the improved bilateral relationship, we expect a lot of progress, a lot of improvements in terms of Philippine agricultural export to Greater China region.
How large of a business is Agri-Nurture? You've got actually local operations,
yes,
and you have foreign operations.
Well, local operation and foreign operation are about half-half, 50-50 of the total revenue.
Hindi na 2-to-1?
No, not necessarily.
I thought exports was 2/3 and...
Used to be bigger in terms of export, but the last few years we really suffered as a company.
But which has better potential, export or domestic?
I think export has bigger potential considering the market is a lot bigger. China is 1.3, 1.4 billion population, and then the Southeast Asian integration, you are
500
million.
million.
About 600, 700 million people. So overall, we're talking
2
about
billion market.
2 billion people, 2 billion consumers in the within your reach.
Less than 2 hours to 3 hours.
Yes, yes.
But how difficult is it to penetrate the export market?
Well, generally, there are markets that are open and easy to penetrate, especially cities or countries without agricultural sector like Hong Kong, Macau, Singapore. There would be no phytosanitary restrictions. For other agricultural neighbors, there's a lot of non-trade barriers which you have to hurdle.
Such as?
Such as they will restrict importation by
They are protectionists. Yeah.
They'll take a
by
quality-
protecting their own local farmers.
Yeah.
They just impose chemical residue tests like Japan, Korea, or China.
They
They
even
can
require you to buy their own boxes.
maybe that can also be one of the non-trade
Subject your
barriers.
exports to more stringent inspection.
Yes.
But those are the larger markets.
Yes, the
those
larger
are much
market.
larger markets.
But
Those are not problems for you.
well, they have been problem and they have been problems for us, and they will continue to be a potential threat. But considering the improvements between Philippine-China, Philippine-Japan relationship, I think the potential will be better and bigger for the Philippine agricultural sector.
Better, bigger mean double than before.
What
the
kind
last
of
3 years.
growth are you looking at?
For China, I think you would be looking at more than double the
More than
growth.
double.
Japan, I'm not too sure how big the appetite would be, but assuming there would be a more relaxed regulation and requirement, it will entice more Japanese to import.
Which products have good demand in China?
China, I think we are very competitive in terms of coconut, mango, banana, and pineapple.
Why?
Well, because of the distinct taste and because of the proximity to their port. Because a big chunk of the agricultural produce expense is actually
Transport.
logistics. Yes. So we are only 36 hours away from Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou by sea from Manila. And it's even closer from
Less than 2 days.
less than 2 days.
1.5 days.
It's even faster than transporting from Manila to Davao.
Yeah.
And from
Faster.
yes, from Manila to Cagayan
18 hours.
the Cagayan de Oro, it would the transit time could be 30 to 36. To Davao, you have to move a little bit farther, so it can take you more than 2 days.
Ganon.
Yeah. So we're very strategic in terms of the potential to export more agricultural produce to southern China.
So, where are you there now?
We have been continuously promoting the export of Philippine mango, which cannot be easily substituted by any other mango in the
The
world.
best mango in the world.
We are the best,
Bar
and
none.
we are the only mango that is accepted by the food service sector in Hong
Only
Kong and China,
mango.
because it's the mango that is available every day of the year. There could be other interesting mango, but they are seasonal. So
How much mangoes are you going to export this year to China alone?
I think last year was really a bad year for Philippine mango industry because of the low yield, low harvest. So this year I expect that mango export will more than triple.
Triple.
Yes.
How much mango does the Philippines produce?
I'm not too sure about the latest exact figure, but it's been going down every year.
Going down.
Yeah.
But
But
the
the
low-
hectareage for mangoes has been increasing. But
the farm gate price has been increasing
Yeah.
because
Also
of
the
the low
hectareage.
supply. It's a law of supply and demand.
Uh,
There has been lesser supply, so the price is increasing.
I think prices have increased by about 3 times. No?
Last year,
Threefold-
yes.
threefold.
Last year, farm gate price was historic high.
I was doing grocery last week and mangoes were selling for 200.
Possible, yes.
200 is incredible.
You should buy direct from me. I can
it's
give you
only 40
50% discount.
But should be only 40 pesos farm
But
gate.
Farm gate at the moment is still around 40 to 50.
40, yeah.
Yes. Farm gate.
But that's by the
kaing.
kaing.
Kaing or
One
crates.
kaing has how many kilos? 10?
Kaing is 20 kilos.
20 kilos.
Yeah.
What's the reason for the low harvest?
Well, first the global warming I think has a toll on the yield.
On the mango tree?
Yes, and continuous rain, continuous typhoon. This is not good for mango. And then the lack of microfinance made available to mango farmers. Then the mango farmers would not be able to afford the spraying and maintenance of their mango orchard.
You have to spray the mango.
You have to induce the flowering. And then after the flowering, you have to spray pesticides and you have to fertilize.
But mango is our definition of the low-lying fruit, no?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, you just
it's actually mango. Actually, it's a low-hanging fruit, literally and figuratively.
yeah.
The industry, I think, is also ripe for a major comeback and a major breakthrough to the Chinese market.
What will bring this about the strong demand of China?
I think the last visit of the president to China has triggered a lot of interest among the Chinese to visit the Philippines, and there has been a lot of interest to buy Philippine product.
So mango is at the forefront,
Mango is definitely at the forefront,
followed by
probably pineapple and then banana.
and
So
about
fruits
coconut water.
Versus
Coconut water, there is already a fad, but I think it
The
would
fad
take
is weakening, no?
weakening in terms of the growth, but the demand, the quantity is still quite stable.
Volume is still good.
Yeah, the volume for the demand for coconut water overall as an industry is still
who's our competition for coconut water?
Lahat-
Thailand, Vietnam,
Mexico.
Sri Lanka, India.
But their yields are far higher than ours, no?
No. Actually, we produce Indonesia and Philippines produce the most coconuts in the world as a country, but most of our coconut water are being thrown away. It goes down the drain.
Literally, ah.
Yes. So there's in a year, Philippines produce about 15 billion nuts. Assuming five nuts produce 1 good liter of coconut water, then there should be 3 billion liters of coconut water. Translate it into dollar term. If we export all of this, we should be $1 per liter. We should be generating about $3 billion of revenue for the coconut industry. Unfortunately, 99% of this water goes down the drain.
Why is that?
Nobody's collecting, and we do not have a facility to keep it because in remote areas, coconut water, if you don't keep it, in a few hours it becomes vinegar.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, we're going to continue this discussion. We'll be right back. You're watching Biz News.